What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're playing everyone's favorite archetype, Izzet Land Destruction. So this deck has tons of synergy between the lands, the creatures, and the spells. So let's get into it. Starting with the lands, we have 8 indestructible artifact lands. So we have 4 Darksteel Citadel and 4 Silver Bluff Bridge. So the reason it's important that these are indestructible is because of Cleansing Wildfire and Boom Bust. So Cleansing Wildfire says, destroy target land, its controller may search the library for a basic land card, put it into the battlefield tab, then shuffle, and draw a card. So if we're not destroying our opponent's land, we can actually use this on our own indestructible land to ramp and draw a card. So that's pretty sweet. As for Boom Bust, again, we need our indestructible lands because for Boom, it says destroy target land you control and target land you don't control. So what's sweet about this is that we can target a Darksteel Citadel or a Silver Bluff Bridge. It doesn't get destroyed, but our opponent's land does. The rest of the mana base is just Izzet colors, and then we have 4 Urza Saga. Definitely want Urza Saga in your artifact deck. Some other land destruction or trigger destruction abilities we have are Tail's End and Tashada's Tidebinder. So what's cool about Tail's End is that it can counter an activated ability, triggered ability, or a legendary spell. So we can counter fetch lands, which is pretty awesome. Same with Tidebinder. If someone goes to fetch, cast Tidebinder, counter the fetch, they don't get the land. These are also flexible counter spells, kind of niche, but when they get there, it's pretty sweet. And then Tidebinder can just kind of turn off planeswalkers, artifacts, anything like that. For our 1-drops, we have Spell Pierce, just flexible counter spell, 4 lightning bolts for removal. And then our Saga targets here are Shadow Spear, Relic of Progenitus, and Pithing Needle. For our 2-drops, we talked about Tail's End and Cleansing Wildfire. We have Rise and Shine, so this is also cute with our artifact lands. Because they're indestructible, we can make 4/4 indestructible creatures. For our 4-drops, we have Subtlety. We're trying to out-tempo our opponent out with Subtlety while we're destroying their land. So Subtlety is really nice in this deck. We have 4 Karn the Great Creator. This can go get our sideboard with our Karn board here. We have 3 the One Ring. The One Ring is just like a busted card, so why not jam it in this deck? It can also work with Rise and Shine. And then we talked about Boom Bust. If we do get enough mana for Bust, we can destroy all lands. And then because our lands are indestructible for the most part, our opponent's lands will all be gone, and then we'll have some left over. For the sideboard, we have Unstern Scolding. This is usually for scam or small creatures. 3 Force of Negation for control decks. 2 Brotherhood's End and an Anger of the Gods. This is for sweepers for the most part. And then we have our Karn board here. Just a little bit of everything. So that is Izzet Land Destruction in Modern. Let's see how many lands we can blow up. It's going to be pretty sweet. If you're not subscribed, make sure to hit that subscribe button and let's get in the gameplay. All right, welcome to match 1. We're on the play. This is kind of like a weird hand. We don't really have any interaction. 2 Rise and Shine I don't really want. Needles, kind of, we don't know what we're going to name, and Ring's too pricey, so we're going to mulligan this one. All right, this is a much more reasonable 6. So we're going to keep this, put back a Tidebinder, and pass the turn. So I think we're going to lead off on a Relic of Progenitus. We don't have any 2-drops. Relic might be relative, so we can play this on tap to get something down and then play this turn 2. If this is burn, then shocking that in is kind of unfortunate, but it's okay. Well, definitely punished. All right, they bubble us. There was a play to Subtlety, the Swift Spear, but I think we're going to be making our land drop, so we're going to want this at least for a blocker at some point. So we're going to be taking 2 down to 15, which is a little unfortunate. We are going to bolt this. Steam Vents. So now we got to decide if we want to just play this tap to save life, but then if we play Spire Bluff, it's going to come into play tapped anyway. All right, let's just play this tapped. We'll bolt this now. I don't know if they're playing, if this is like straight up burn, if they have mutagenic growth or anything like that. They're playing baubles, so we can assume that they're on like the DRC plan. Yeah. All right, so this is the DRC version. So they are gonna have slick shots. Another Swift Spear down to 14. All right, nice. We draw the land, so we'll play this untapped and pass. See if they get him for 1 here. If they do, I mean, we'll just, I don't mind ambushing this. We could save this for a combat trick. I mean, for like to actually get the ability, because they could just bolt this and then still get in. Play with fire. Okay, so at least they don't get the scry. Okay, and they had the bolt anyway. Okay, so it wouldn't have worked out regardless. Go down to not looking good, but definitely like some more removal. That's not it. Play Darksteel. We'll pass. We can flash in Subtlety. If they have anything else, then we're just kind of screwed. Maybe they play a creature pre-combat. All right, they don't. We will flash in Subtlety. It's unfortunate that we're not getting any value out of these, but we don't really have much of a choice. They just have mono removal because they're not hitting their land drops. They're not playing creatures, so this is just all burn spells. So we're like 100% dead. Well, they go to blocks. What do they have? Post combat. So they plot Slickshot. We draw another subtlety, which is pretty sweet. All right, we got to get in. So we'll attack with subtlety. They'll cast Slickshot and we can subtlety that as well. Unfortunately, they get to cast it for free. So we'll cast subtlety. It does stall them a turn. They put it to the bottom of their library. So that means they have like another one. Boar's Charm. Yeah, it's not looking good. Our deck really doesn't do well against burn because Land Destruction does nothing. We can't really cheese them out. And we know they have all spells in their hand. All right, go to 1. We draw Karn. We have Elixir, but we're not going to have enough time to get that. We don't have anything we can get. 1, 2, 3, 4 for 1 mana. Yeah, it costs 2 mana to gain life. We don't have enough mana for that. Well, exile Relic. 1, 2, 3. I mean, killing other lands would have worked. Unfortunately, yeah, we could just kill the white source, but they have another white source. So we're not going to show them. We'll just let them kill us, I guess. All right, they have Spear, yep. Against burn, we have 3 Force Negation we can bring in. That's pretty much it. Like Cleansing's not good. Tail's End. Yeah, our deck just does not do well against burn. Keep 1 Cleansing in and we'll just try this. All right, on the play. This hand, pretty awful. It doesn't have any red mana. It doesn't have burn. Pithing Needle is a pretty dead card. Spell Pierce is decent. Tail's End. Yeah, our deck is just terrible against burn. All right, a little better. Keep this. We have 2 lands. We'll put back. I mean, Tidebinders, we're going to end up forcing Tashana's. Could catch them on lands. I don't think that's what we want to be doing. So we'll go lead off on Bridge. Have Bolt for whatever they do. Hopefully draw some more lands. We have Force. I guess we actually should have brought in Elixir now that I think about it, because we're never going to get that with Karn. It's going to be way too slow. So that's a mistake. They shotgun Sacred Foundry for a Swift Spear. They get in for 1. All right, we draw the land, which is good. Play out Saga and pass the turn. Hopefully they don't have Mutagenics. We didn't see Soul Scar, and they're not playing like DRC into Lava Spike. Man, these creatures. They Surveil, Boar's Charm into the yard. Prowess Trigger. So this is tough too, because we're never going to be able to block DRC, but we're going to be taking 2 here. We could force this. It's 3. All right, I'll wait. I think we need to, man, I'm trying to think if we should just bolt the DRC. This is going to be a consistent amount of damage. Take 2. I think in the long run, we're going to want the DRC gone. So I think we do that here. Shadow Spear. All right, so we're going to want to be making constructs. I'd rather force the burn spells against the constructs at this point because we have Shadow Spear now. Sadly, we can't go get it. All right, there's the Boar's Charm. I don't know why they're doing that now. We'll force that. So we'll make a construct, draw a land, we'll float, play Shadow Spear, get in for 5, play this tapped, or we'll relic them first. So even though we did have the relic, I think it's still important to kill the DRC because that'll help them filter through their deck. Hopefully they don't have anything for this construct. Oh my god. All right. They did have something for the construct. At least we got to gain 5. Bolt, down to 14, down to 11. Yikes. All right. What do we got? Karn. If we cast Karn, Karn's not really doing anything in this matchup. We could get Bridge, but then we just get burnt out. Karn, down tick, get Coding. The next turn, play Coding, up tick, eat a land because they're stuck on lands. That's one thing. But we know they have like 2 burn spells in hand, so we're going to get for at least 6 again. Let's crack Relic. Subtlety. All right, we'll just pass. I'm going to pass and then just Shadow Spear because we know we're getting hit for at least a burn spell plus Swift Spear. I'm not going to flash anything in. Hopefully they play something. Skewer. Sure. Hopefully they don't have like another path or something. Double Skewer. All right. So then punished for not flashing that in and chumping because they wouldn't have been able to do that. But we don't know what their hand is, right? All right. We get to equip here and now we can bust or we can boom their white source. So they're going to have a hard time dealing lethal with just 1 land and a Swift Spear. And they scoop. Awesome. All right, let's be smart and bring in Elixir of Immortality. Take out Pithing Needle. Anything else? Wormcoil is really expensive. I don't really want to draw that, but maybe it's better than like Karn. I guess they are creature based, so maybe bringing these in is actually smart. Take out the Karns. We'll bring in 1 Soul Guide Lantern. I'll try that. Oh, 61. Take out like 1 Boom Bust. All right, we'll try that. All right, this is a weird hand. We have Force. We're going to like end up subtletying their turn 1 creature, I guess, with Tail's End. And then we have Force. I think this is just going to be a Saga game. So let's try this. It's going to be it's a weird keep. We don't have Spell Pierces or sideboard cards. This will probably get Shadow Spear. Probably not Elixir. Opponent mulligan to 5. So that's super helpful. Maybe they don't have a turn 1 creature, which would be nice. All right. Doesn't look like it unless it's just like a Lava Spike. Lava Spike is the best case scenario. DRC. Subtlety, pitching Tail's End, and pass the turn. Another Subtlety. What'd they do? They put it on the bottom of their library. So I'll play Darksteel, pass. It's tempting to play out the Saga just to get the Elixir quickly if we were going to go that path, but we want to make constructs. Play with Fire. I think that's fine. They're going to get the Scry, but I don't care. They top it. So they draw the card. I wonder if it's just another land that they were missing. They only have 2 cards in hand, Elegant Parlor. So no pressure. We get to turn off to play Saga, which is nice. They keep the card on top again. Draw another land, play out Saga, and just pass the turn. And so another option was to play Rise and Shine on Darksteel, but that's not going to win the game. Like we can get the 4/4 beats in, Slickshot, we'll subtlety that. Again, we're winning through construct beats. They top it, makes sense. All right, we'll play Scalding Tarn this time. Because we have bolts, if they go like nuts with this, I guess, they're gonna draw Slickshot. Well, no, because if they cast it, they're not gonna have any mana, so I'm fine with this. So maybe we didn't need to do that. Yeah, we should just play the island, because now we're gonna fetch Shock to make construct, so that was a little stupid. Oh, well, we still have to do that. Okay, so they plotted it. Oh, actually, we can just get a mountain and Spell Pierce. I mean, we're at 17. This will be a 4. It's so awkward. If we make a construct, we have 2, but we can't attack. We're at 17, and then we won't have red mana. Yeah, I think that was awkward playing that. I assumed they were going to play it, but that was a mistake. Now, let's make a construct because we have blue mana and Spell Pierce. I think that's fine. Go get Shadow Spear, play a land. Yeah, I mean, if they kill me from 17 with 3 cards, which is possible, Slickshot is pretty crazy. Now, they draw the land, so they have 2 spells. So even if they pump this, we have a Spell Pierce. As long as they don't have like a lot of lava darts, I guess. Interesting. Well, do they have something? I guess a path, lightning bolt. Okay, that resolves. Tell me they use 2 bolts on this. The lava dart. So we can Spell Pierce it, but then they just do it again. Okay, equip fizzles. And we used our red source because we assumed we were going to be holding up Spell Pierce, but can't play around that. That's fine. They have no cards in hand. They have a Slickshot and a lava dart in the yard. So this is at most. Maybe they draw like a 2 mana spell we can Spell Pierce. DRC. I feel like I would Lava Spike to get the scry. Yeah. They put a bolt in the yard. All right, we're going to get hit for 3. All right, and they pass back. Subtlety's a good draw-ish. I mean, it would have been better when we did that with the DRC. So now we have to figure out, I guess we're gonna, let's attack first. Let's equip. And then we're just gonna probably end up killing the Slickshot. It's kind of awkward not having to choose between red and blue mana. All right, we'll pass. Slickshot represents more damage over time, I guess. We'll see what they do. We have Force for whatever, and then we have Bolt. We're good to go. As long as we keep this alive, we're pretty locked up. Path to Exile. Okay, so we're just gonna force that. That's a great top deck by them too. Unfortunately, it doesn't matter. And they scoop. Awesome. All right, welcome to match 2 on the draw, and this hand is medium, but we'll try it in the blind against Tron. This should be a good matchup for us in theory if we can get our actual boom busts and stuff, but oh, okay, speak of the devil. All right, play out Scalding Tarn, chuck in Steam Vents, play Shadow Spear, and pass. Next turn we can play out Darksteel and boom there, whatever. We have Subtleties, so in theory this should be a really excellent matchup. Ancient Stirrings, go get another Tron land probably. They find a map and they play the map. Subtlety. All right, we'll play Darksteel, we'll boom, and pass the turn. So as long as we make our land drops, double tower. I'm glad we didn't hit the tower. They're gonna go get another power. Oh, they get the mine. Interesting. They didn't get the power plant. All right, we will pass with everything up. I don't want to boom their towers because they have 2 of them. So I will boom the mine next turn, depending on what they do. They play the mine and they just do nothing. Do we flash in Tidebinder for a threat? Come on, lands. Okay, no land. All right, we'll boom again and then pass. I guess maybe we should have, because that's 3 damage. We have Bolt, which is 6 total. We have Shadow Spear we can equip. Maybe that's greedy to not do that in that last turn. Another Ancient Stirrings. Yeah, that might have been greedy. We have so much interaction that we probably should have just done that. The One Ring. Okay, I mean, Tail's End counters that, which is nice. But now we have to pass again. Nice, that's like the perfect land. So we could play our own One Ring, but I'm gonna wait. I guess be patient. They also missed our land drop, so... Okay, so I'm glad we waited. Karn. We don't have double blue, so we just have to... Oh, shoot. Do we just Tidebinder this, I guess? Yeah, I guess we just Tidebinder it. It turns off our artifacts, but... Yeah, I mean, I guess this happens too. This is a thing. So we'll stop that, at least. So we can attack Karn down. Oh, we draw a land too, which is really nice. And it's a Steam Vents. Shuck that in. Let's... Them? Because we can counter the ring next turn and make a construct. Yeah, I think we just get the beat down on them. They have to play the ring next turn, right? And then we'll just pass. Hopefully that's not greedy. I don't know if they run... Just how many Dismember main. The lists vary. All right, well, we'll Tails End that one because I want to make construct targets. We could always, what'd they do? They just counted it. Or yeah, I forgot we counted it. I was going to say, if we subtlety that, I wonder if they put that to the top. Probably, I don't know. All right, so we'll make a construct. We can't make another because then we tap out. So we will float, get a needle. If we needle, that's so annoying because if they play the One Ring, yeah, maybe we should have subtlety that. I don't know because they're going to play the One Ring next turn. Needle. I'm just going to name the One Ring here because we're ahead on board enough. Yeah, maybe we should have made the construct. Equip to the construct token because they can just play the ring next turn and just gain and just like chill. It's kind of awkward. Them to 8 and then pass. Maybe they play something that's not the ring. Map. Okay, they crack map for a power plant, 2 mana for, they do have the dismember. All right, well, they just lose now then. All right, we'll just flash in subtlety. It doesn't really matter. We have bolt, we have subtlety, we have this, and they scoop. Awesome. Again, this should be a really good matchup for us. We have force and negation. We have our own Karns, Tails and Rise and Shine, bolts, medium, relic can come out. We're only bringing in 3, so we need to take out 3 things. I really don't like Rise and Shine, to be honest. The bolts can kill Karns, so we have to keep those in. Rise and Shine can make a creature 2 kill Karn. I mean, even Shadow Spear is not very good. All right, we'll try this. Oof, 1 lander, but 2 Tails End, 2 bolts. A Cleansing Wildfire. If we miss on land, then we're just kind of screwed. I think we got them all. All right, we'll keep this, I guess. Keep bolt. I think I'm going to put back bolt. They're on 6. Now we got to figure out if we want to force the map or not. Haywire Might. Okay. Well, that's annoying, huh? Steam Vents. Do we play Spire Bluff and make them exile it? I'm not going to give them a target. They get in with Haywire Might. I would love to see a 1-lander. Sphere. Oh, Saga. Okay. I was going to say that would have been awesome. All right. And they pass. Tails End. All right. Play Saga out. There's an argument for playing out Silver Bluff. So now they're just going to kill that. That's fine. So now we lose Saga, but we have the bridge. I don't know. There's an argument for baiting with this. All right, they get on the second chapter. So no second Tron land, which is nice. Second Tron land is power plant. I mean, I guess they could get the beat down on. Another Tails End. All right, we'll play this tapped and pass. We could shock this in. They're going to make a bunch of constructs. They're going to make 2 3/3s, which is going to be annoying for us. Yeah, they're just on the beatdown plan. They go get a map, get them for 3. Or they play the Beseiju for another artifact. Pick your poison. Force that, or else we have to sacrifice our... Their 6 is really good. It's like not Tron that focused, but it's just like mid-rangey beatdown, which is fine because we're really slow right now. Darksteel. I guess we'll play this so we can hardcast Force if we need to. And then next turn we'll play Ring. We're going to go to 10 here. Probably Crackstar looking for a Tron land. Get the other Tron land. That's what I would do. All right, well, now they get in for 8. Guess they're just like beefing up their constructs. Sylvan Scrying. I will counter that. All right, we're gonna go to 6 because we're gonna shock this in. Actually, let's just go to 7. Play the 1 ring. We took out Shadow Spear, so I don't know how we're gonna get out of this. Karn doesn't help anymore. A little slow. All right, they crack map. Go get a mine. All right, Sylvan Scrying again. So they had like 2 Sylvan Scryings. Yeah, their 6 was really good. They didn't even need Tron. We're gonna take 1 Rise and Shine. We can't overload it. We'd have to draw land into next turn. So if we Rise and Shine the Citadel, I think we have to draw with the 1 ring. It sucks about overload. Like it sucks because they already have stuff in play. So if we Rise and Shine the Citadel, I think we're just like dead. Dead to like our 1 ring. We block 1. Yeah, I mean, we'll take like, I guess 1 more turn. We'd have to survive this turn, draw with the 1 ring, draw another 1 ring. Okay, they have Tron anyway. I mean, O-Stone doesn't kill their own 1 ring. Okay, I'll scoop to that because they're going to take a turn off. All right. All right. A little unfortunate. Run it back. All right. On the play. This is a 2-lander. We do have Needle. We have Tails End, Tidebinder. We'll keep this. It's not the worst. We just need lands and then we're good. Hopefully they don't have like a turn 1 Haywire and Wait again. That's just... They also have Pick Your Poison and all that stuff. So lead off an island, go. We don't know what the Needle. We could Needle map. If they play map, we'll Needle it. Okay, cool. So we are going to Needle that. But they can just play like Pick Your Poison or Haywire Might as well. Come on, lands. No lands. We'll play Pithing Needle. They kept 7, so their hand's got to be solid. Sylvan Scrying can go get Beseiju, which we can Tails End. They just get a mine. Okay. Come on, lands, please. Always with the lands. No lands, pass back. Play the mine. Play the sphere. We're going to have to like doing anything, which is nice. Land? Okay. Saga's good. Now we have at least Tidebinder up while we're making constructs. They have Tron. Natural Tron. They play Karn. All right, we'll let that go. See what they do. We have Tidebinder. Oh, we didn't float. We didn't float. Oh, no. We didn't float the mana. No, that's so unfortunate. No, I was thinking we were just going to Tidebinder it. Oh, my gosh. I mean, we could Tails End this if we want, but it's like already too late. Yeah, that's unfortunate. We got a liquid metal coating. We can't even like force it because they just get it back. I guess we have to. That's so unfortunate. Now they can just down tick and get it back with Karn anyway. Now we can't make any constructs because we're stuck on 2 mana. All right, we drew the land, which is nice. So now we're gonna have to, I guess, I mean, they have Tron. They have 5 cards in hand. There's a very low percentage that we are winning this game. They have 11 mana if they just like Ulamog us here. So we could Tidebinder this. We could, I mean, but then we have to like counter this. All right, let's just say, again, there's like a 0.5% chance we're ever winning this game, but get a land, cast Tidebinder. Yeah, that one punt just totally threw it off. But I mean, if they're just going to do this anyway, yeah, I mean, they still have an Ulamog in play. It's like a draw step. They get the coding back like we said they would. They try to play it for 1 mana. It doesn't work. Darksteel. Yeah, we just don't have enough mana to play Karn out. Get bridge. It's like, yeah, this doesn't matter. Unfortunate. All right, match 3. We're on the play. And this land has 2 lands, some interaction, so we will try it. Again, hoping not to run into any land issues. Lead off on a Tarn, just pass. A swamp. Not really what we want to see just because our stuff doesn't do too much against swamps. Get a Steam Vents tapped. I mean, we can just like kill the swamp. We can also Cleansing Wildfire ourselves. I mean, I guess we'll just boom. If they didn't have a turn 1 play and we can get rid of their swamp, maybe they cycle. Cling. Okay. So they did have a play. Demolition Field. Okay. So this is like Coffers probably. Cleansing Wildfire. We'll Cleansing Wildfire ourselves to get a land. Hopefully draw a land. We do not. All right. Pass the turn. I don't know what's up with these games with not finding lands. All right, they have 2 non-black sources, which is hilarious. All right, we'll shock this in and I think pass, right? Like we could Pithing Needle one of these and then they just use the other, but we don't care if they use them, I guess. And then we can just Tidebinder. We have Subtlety up. I think that's fine. If they don't do anything, we'll just Tidebinder end of turn, I think. Just nothing. Tail's End. All right, let's cast Pithing Needle. If they go to do this, we'll just Tidebinder it. Oh, wow, okay. We'll name Field of Ruin, and then if they go end of turn Demolition Field to get a black source, we can Tidebinder it. So we just kind of like forced them into that, and now they just lose a land. All right, so they just Sturming themselves. We had Pithing Needle and 2 Field of Ruin. Oh, they play they draw an Orborg. Oh man, what a luck draw there. Thoughtseize, sure. That's like the best land they could have drawn. Pretty unfortunate. We had them too. Maybe we can draw something to get rid of it. All right, so they took Karn. If we can draw like a boom, lightning bolts. All right, we will rise and shine on the Citadel. I guess we're not holding up Tail's End, but we have Subtlety. Bowmasters. All right, ping that. If they go to block with just 1, I'll bolt the one they block with. The reason I didn't do it beforehand because if I bolt the 1, they just block with the other. Yeah, now this is kind of slipping away because they drew the Urborg. If they didn't draw that, they were just done. Free mana. They cast March, exiling Fatal Push on that. I guess that's fine. They gain 2 life into Shieldred's Edict. Oh, come on. They had the perfect answer for that. They got us. Get him for 1, sure. We draw a Karn, not what we want. Now we're getting stuck on lands again. They just pass, okay. Ugh. Come on. I guess we're gonna Tidebinder. I mean, I feel like they know we have something, right? 4 mana. End of turn. Oh, they're just gonna cling. Do they have like nothing in hand? It's like impossible though, right? They have 4 mana. 12 flash this in end of turn. We could Tidebinder it, but then they can just kill the Tidebinder and it's like pointless. Bridge tapped. All right. Played against 2 Karn decks as the primary artifact deck, which is, I feel like I don't see Karn the Great Creator that often. And of course we see it twice here. All right, now they have Coffers. Ugh, now it's really getting out of control. 5 mana for another Karn. Do we Subtlety this? No, I'm not going to pitch. I'm just going to wait for them to activate. And they probably just kill Tidebinder anyway. They do nothing. Okay, interesting. Going to flash that in anyway. Attack Karn. Do they have the push or the whatever? Shieldred's Edict? Bowmasters. Okay, sure. I don't think it's worth it to Subtlety there either. So we can, I guess, attack Karn. They'll chump it maybe. All right, they just eat it up. All right, we have to let that happen because we don't have enough mana otherwise. So they have 3 cards in hand and 1,000,000 mana. They have to activate this, yeah. But what sucks is like, this is still gonna die. All right, we'll Tidebinder Karn until Karn dies. I mean, until Tidebinder dies. They have pushes, they have marches, nothing. Wow, okay. Let's attack Karn. They Field of Ruin us. We'll search, go get an island. Curious if they block or not. They do block. Do they have another Bowmaster? Oh, they have a push. Okay. Still gonna just bolt Karn. Now we could play Karn. I'm going to hold up Subtlety, I guess. Again, Karn's so expensive, man. I really don't like Karn in this deck. End of turn, 6 mana. Another Cling? Yeah. Like, where's all our Cleansing Wildfires and Boom Busts, man? We're supposed to be, like, destroying these cards right here. All right, get him for 1. I'm just going to play this out. End of turn. The 1 ring. Okay, that's nice. Get him for 3. Play the 1 ring. Another Subtlety. All right, they do have a Bowmasters, actually, and we tapped too quickly also. They draw a Fatal Push into Shieldred, into the 1 ring. All right, we'll skip to that. Can't beat Bowmaster Shieldred. Pretty sure this deck, like, we didn't draw any land destruction. Our deck just folds to that. All right, so what do? Karn is just like not working out. We have not enjoyed casting Karn at all. I want 3 forces. Relics out. Pierce is fine. We need bolts. Rise and Shine. Don't even like Rise and Shine either. I think Rise and Shine's been pretty bad too. I'll just try that. All right, on the play. Again, lands, just a huge issue this league. Keep this. Put back a mountain. Play the bridge and pass. Like, we had that game. That top deck Urborg was just super unfortunate. Feltseas. They take our boom, play land and pass. I'm assuming they have, yeah, like either Citadel, Cabal, something like that. Let's go get a Steam Vents tapped. Tail's End. All right, they know about the Tidebinder. They don't know about the Tail's End. Field of Ruin. Cleansing Wildfire. Play the One Ring. They're just gonna like field our Steam Vents into Cling. All right, we'll draw. All right, so we do have a Cleansing Wildfire for either Urborg or Cabal. Okay, or Coffers. They have the Karn. All right, that shuts off everything. I guess maybe tapping out for the ring. Cityscape Leveler. We need more lands. We don't have the red source either. Ugh, man. Yeah, I guess we should have got a blue source there. I mean, a red source instead of an island. All right, we'll pass. Tell me they have the Coffers too. Okay, they don't. Gonna be like, get out of here. All right, we're gonna counter this. We just need to draw a, well, now it's at a bolt range too. The One Ring. We'll take a draw stat, but we're just kind of out of it with Karn. Maybe we should have held on instead of playing the One Ring. Saga's a thing. Play Saga and pass. We just can't beat like Cityscape Leveler. Ugh, and they have, I mean, let us get a what's it called? A mountain at least. They tap the One Ring, Tidebinder that, because we can always attack Karn down and bolt it. All right, they plus on that. Land down. They have to have push or march or something. They're like mono removal. All right, they pass to us. We'll try to attack Karn. Bowmaster, sure. They ping. I wonder if we don't have enough mana. I was gonna say we could Tidebinder that and then bolt that, but so the ring becomes active again. Shock that in. There's really nothing we can do, huh? We can hold up Tishana's and Wildfire. They plus on that land. I think that's fine. It doesn't work anyway. We will try to Tidebinder again. They'll just pass. Take 1 from the ring. Draw our own Karn. And at that point, they probably have like another Karn. They have another Bowmasters. All right. We'll scoop. There's like no way. This is like an impossible matchup. All right, match 4 on the play. Another weird hand. We'll keep it. It has interaction. Again, this hand would be better if we knew what we were up against. But has bullet for creatures, early spell pierce, a little bit of everything. We're gonna shock in Steam Vents, send it back, and see what they're on. Hallowed Fountain, untapped. All right, we're up against Mill. We have Elixir. That's about it for this matchup. We get to kill the crab, which is nice. Maybe it's our blue-white Mill. That'd be pretty cool. All right, play Dark Steel. Well, Wildfire. Our land. Go get an island, Shadow Spear, not the draw I want. We are tapping out of Spell Pierce, but I think it's fine. Do they have another crab? Okay. Into fetch land. This is another matchup where I don't think we are favored. We just kind of like do nothing while they mill us. 3 crabs. Wow. So I'm glad we killed at least 1. Can't do anything against the lands though. Shock that in. Play out Karn. Down tick. I guess we go get Elixir and then pass. Plains. So yeah, I feel like they're playing out the list that we played. Yeah, they are. Ashiok. All right, so I guess we'll needle that. They get rid of 18 cards, unfortunately. That tapped. Yeah, of course, we have to tap out for Karn, and then they just slam that. Do we have anything that we want? I don't think so. We can play Elixir, play Pithing Needle. They have Teferis too, which is obnoxious. Ashiok, Dream Renderer, play Elixir. I guess because it's exiled, is there anything we can get from here? Relic, Darksteel. Played a land already, so the One Ring, Liquid Metal, Bridge. I don't know how many lands they have. Maybe we can coding them out. I think that's a best case scenario. All right, we'll pass. We'll hold up Spell Pierce, hold up Tail's End. Maybe they don't have any lands. Preordain, that's fine. I mean, it sucks because they can just make their land drops and coding is useless, but we don't really have anything else going on. They top bottom. All right, they play a fetch land. I'd love for them to, okay, cool. They crack. Millis again. I don't think there's anything they can really surgical. Let's see. Teferi, okay. Definitely. I guess we're actually going to Tail's End that. Get our mana's worth. They don't have as many legendary spells, and then Spell Pierce can get like the actual mill spells. They have a lot of lands, which is unfortunate. Another Tail's End, which is nice. Play coding. Start eating away at their lands, and then we'll just pass. So we'll hold up Spell Pierce, Tail's End, Elixir, another Preordain. I'm assuming it's a land. Surveil land. Okay. We're down to 13 cards in library. They keep a card on top. I think we try to go 1 more turn without popping this. Plus on here. Play Shadow Spear and pass the turn. Probably don't need to play Shadow Spear, but just hold up these cards, but I think it's fine. Pending. Okay. Pending. Oh, that sucks. And they can pay for Spell Pierce. That's fine. We'll just have to Karn for it. We'll Tail's End this ability. All right, they play a land. Maybe we should have cracked in response to that because now they can kind of get us. All right, I guess let me see. At my upkeep, if we crack now, I don't think it matters how we draw it again. That's awesome. All right, we have the down tick. All right, they get another Surveil land. That's like huge that we drew that. That's super lucky. All right, go get Needle. Cast Pithing Needle, name Ashiok, Dream Render. And I don't want to play, I guess we could play Elixir. I don't want to play it and then it gets exiled. So I think it's fine to do that. And then we can just coding their land. All right, that happens. And they scoop. Oh man, what a game. They were just over it. All right, so Force Negation. Elixir is tough. I think we have to keep it in the sideboard. I don't know. What are we bringing in? I feel like we have to keep it in the sideboard because if they mill it, we're just screwed. But then they could exile it too, maybe. Do we want any creature removal? Shadow Spear can come out. Bolts are good for Crab. Rise and Shine. Take one of those out. I don't think we need the sweepers. Cityscape is so expensive. If they bring in Bridge, how are we beating Bridge? I don't think we are. Just with Brotherhood's End. Maybe we'll bring these in for the artifacts that come out. Subtlety's decent, Tashana's is decent, Tail's End, Rise and Shine. Subtlety's like not the greatest. I mean, maybe we just want all the cards anyway. All right, let's try this. We're gonna keep Elixir in the, just because it can be gotten with Saga, which is one thing, but then it can get milled. I'd keep this if we had if this was like a red source. All right, opponent kept 7. We're gonna have to mulligan. This is acceptable. We don't have any artifact lands for Cleansing Wildfire. Tashana's is solid, so we'll try that. All right, they played Mesa, instant Surveil land. Whether they don't have any crabs because we don't have any removal, but they might just play a crab next turn. They keep a card on top. Tail's End. So we have a good curve as long as we can dodge all their stuff. They only run 2 Teferi, so it's Rest in Peace. All right, that can be Spell Pierced. Spirebluff Bridge. We don't need that right this second, so I'm just gonna get the Saga going. Gonna hold up Tail's End for a turn 3 play. So we could Tail's End that land, I guess. Okay, well, we don't know how many lands they have, so I think it's fine to not do that. I know you guys don't see me Tail's Ending lands very often this league. All right, we do the Boom. We'll shock this in. We'll hold up Tidebinder. Like maybe they try to Field of Ruin this. They preordain. I think Field of Ruin would have been a good play last turn, but maybe they just thought Ashiok slamming that down was the end all. It's almost tempting to let that resolve because we have the Tidebinders, but I don't feel like dealing with it, especially if they have like Path and stuff. Really hoping they try to field this now. Don't want to see. Okay, cool. Best case scenario. So they go down a land. We get a Tidebinder in play. Another Saga. Could go shields down. I think that's fine for now. Pithing Needle on what? On Teferi? On Teferi. We can play Saga to get that going. I think we do that. Next turn we can play Silver Bluff and just like boom bust everything. I mean, they could have Solitudes for all this stuff too, so it's not into Surveil land. They keep a card on top into Rest in Peace. Okay. Sure. Attack with all creatures. They block. They don't block. They didn't realize I played this land. They don't care. I kind of want to keep them off 5 mana. So I think we're going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we don't have enough time to waste. We'll boom them off a land. Because if they have Solitude in hand, they're going to have to pitch cast it. Another Rest in Peace. We'll just make a construct. We get a relic. Play another artifact. 6, 7, 8, 9. Get in for lethal, unless they have a pitch Solitude, which it doesn't look like they do. Xaxes, all right. All right, welcome to the final match. We're up against our round 1 opponent who was on burn. This is not a great burn hand, so we're gonna mull. Oh, this is awful too, and we have Shadow Spear. Okay, better. Tap land, this. Go back this, and Cleansing Wildfire, and Actually, I guess we'll put back Rise and Shine. We might have to be cheesy with Tail's End here. Scalding Tarn. So again, we know they're on like Slickshot Burn. We're going to be getting hit for a bunch because we don't have untapped red mana. Another Bolt is not the worst. Maybe we can survive. Maybe they just go like land Slickshot, play with fire. They keep it on top. That's kind of annoying. They play an untapped land into light up the stage. So we get to see what they kept on top. More lands? I wonder why they want more lands. Tail's End. All right. Well, they're going to play, I guess, a land for turn. Another Swift Spear. All right, we'll make them. They're not going to do anything. Bolt 1. Do they have like another Skewer? I mean okay, it is a skewer. Post combat, get a surveil land. Oh no, late of the stage. All right, I will pierce that. That's basically like a draw 2 for them. So while we're not countering damage, this is like theoretical damage. Scalding Tarn. They have 1 card in hand. We're at 10. So we're gonna need to draw some good stuff here. Lava Spike, yeah. Come on. Into land, tapped. They have no cards in hand. We get their last creature. But we also are sitting on like nothing. The 1 ring. Definitely don't want that. These are pretty awful. So these are pretty dead in this matchup. Bauble. I'm definitely going to counter this. All right, they don't get a draw trigger. We draw a Tidebinder. We can end of turn that. And they draw an Arid Mesa. I mean, I guess we'll Tidebinder. We're not going to get their fetch land, unfortunately, for the Surveil. But it's whatever. I kind of want to get the pressure on. Let's see what they do. They keep it on top. Anything? Another Tail's End. We've drawn 3 Tail's End in this matchup. All right, we have to attack, even if they have like a haster. Maybe it's something we can Tail's End. They kept it on top, but they're not casting it. Urza Saga is a solid draw. The ring is rough here. I'm just going to hold up Tail's End, I guess, and then start making constructs. So they kept it on top and they haven't cast anything. Seal of Fire. All right, well, we get to counter that. All right, we draw a land, which is nice because we can counter and make a construct. See if they try to kill it. They do nothing. They just pass. Okay. Kind of nervous that they're just sitting on like burn spells. I mean, they're going to get in. We're going to make a construct. They're going to try to burn the construct. We're going to Tail's End it. I guess Tail's End isn't dead in this matchup. Holy crap. Do they have another burn spell? If they burn us, let's see. If we make another construct to 3, we have to block. If they have like a Boros Charm or something, I think it's just a lightning bolt. Okay. Yeah, like we have to block there because if it's a Boros Charm, we just lose. Make a construct. Get Shadow Spear. Do we hold up Tail's End or equip Shadow Spear? I guess we equip because it's 4 instead of 3. This is it. They have to draw something here or it's pretty over. I don't know what they could draw here anyway. They might attack and just try to get this off the board, even though it's lifelink. Nothing. Okay. Cleansing Wildfire. I guess we should have played the ring to beef this up. That was a mistake. But I also kind of want to force them into, are they going to block and kill their own thing? Oh, they're just going to, yeah. So if we had played the ring, this would survive. So that's a mistake for us. Let me see. Is flashback counterable? It is not. So yeah, playing the ring pre-combat would have avoided this. We still go up to 9. We can Cleansing Wildfire this to draw a card. I really don't want to play the ring right now. They're just like asking us to play it, huh? I mean, I guess we'll pass. Next turn we'll play the ring. So yeah, that was definitely a mistake not playing it beforehand, trying to be too cheeky. Slickshot. Good draw for them. Play this. Play the 1 ring. Is it worth? Yeah, I mean, I guess we're gonna draw because we have another one. Cleansing Wildfire, sure. They draw a land. No Slickshot. We'll draw something eventually for the Shadow Spear. Tap the 1 ring. Now we can. Do we need to get on tap? If we go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cleansing Wildfire ourselves now because I want to play Tidebinder end of turn, so that way I can equip it. Okay, and then we'll pass end of turn Tidebinder, equip Shadow Spear, gain a bunch of life. And we're not going to Tidebinder their lands. It's pointless at this point. I don't even think they got one. All right, nothing. I mean, they could always kill this, but we have subtlety for their actual. Again, we're not tapping the 1 ring. We have everything we need right here. Now we drew another one. Okay, well, let's go to equip. And if they use any burn here, then they're not using it with Slickshot in play, so that's totally fine. Down to 3. Let's draw. There's a Saga. Play that out. Play out another ring. They should scoop to this and we'll just pass. So they have to draw removal for this, which they didn't have previously. Okay, so they did draw that. Okay, that's fine. We have constructs, we have subtlety, we have everything. Cleansing Wildfire. Now we have all the lands for Karn that we're not drawing. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. We're just gonna pass because we can hold up subtlety, make a construct, and do everything. Turn 15 against Burn. DRC. We're gonna subtlety Slickshot. We're not gonna worry about DRC. Cast subtlety. And they scoop. Yeah. That's what we're waiting for because they have what do they have? Do they have a they don't have anything in the yards, maybe not, but we got there. All right, against Burn we're gonna sideboard the same way we sideboarded game 1. Bring in the elixir. We don't need Pithing Needle or Relic. Relic is decent against DRC, but it's whatever. Tail's End ended up being hilariously impressive, but it's still not that good. Especially we're bringing in forces anyway. This. Oh, didn't we take out? We took out the Karns, that's what it was. And we brought in Worm Coil and removal, extra removal. We went Stern Scolding too. I don't even think we brought this in last time. That's stupid. 1 Rise and Shine out. Actually, I don't like Rise and Shine at all. We're gonna do that. All right, game 2 against Burn, and this hand, don't really like it. 4 lands, like pitch here, eventually get to 3 mana to kill some stuff. This hand's even worse. 1 lander with 2 LD. All right, we'll have to keep this just because we're not going to go to 4. This and this. Not exciting, but we'll try it. Turn 1 creature. Seal. Love to see it. Best case scenario. Into a force. All right, we draw a land. Kind of wish we had a surveil land in our deck, but we don't. Into mountain. I don't think they would play that if they were going to plot something, right? Just going to fetch a Steam Vents tapped. We could just not fetch to hit our lands extra hard. Oof, yeah. A lot of pitch fodder. Play with fire. They keep 1 on top. It's going to be a quick game if we don't draw anything. All right, we'll subtlety this. Try to slow the game down. I'm assuming they're going to top it. Oh, they put it on the bottom. Okay. Land? Nice. All right, we just need running lands. At least 3. 4 would be nice. Another play with fire. Top it again. No lands into nothing. Okay. They might be afraid of Tail's End. I don't know. Bolts. Not the worst. If we're going to draw a non-land, this is probably the best non-land we could have drawn. 3rd play with fire. Oh my gosh. Again on top. What if they're just keeping like all 3 play with fires on top? I feel like that's not a winning line. All right. And they just send it right back. 3 cards in their hand. Do we draw a land? We do not. Okay. I mean, Spell Pierce again. If we're going to draw a non-land, these are the 2 best cards I'd take. 4th play, Boros Charm. I will pierce that. I will counter the 4 damage spells. I want a creature, man. They're not playing any creatures because they would have been doing that this whole time. Another Seal of Fire. I guess we let that go. Really don't want to force just 2 damage, and it's not prowess anything. Stern Scolding. So we're covered on creatures. We are covered on creatures. We just need 3rd land. Come on. Turn 6, turn 7, no land. They hit their land. Why aren't they playing creatures? Come on. Play a creature. We'll take it. All right. And we'll just send it right back. All right. We will Tidebinder this. We're not going to be cushy about anything. We want to get this in play. I can die to any one of these. We're tapping out, which is fine, but that still doesn't stop that. Okay. Totally fine with that exchange. All right. So they don't have a 3rd land again. We draw a land. Awesome. These are like the slowest games of Burn I've ever played. Lava Dart. It's tempting to force. Well, we can't force it actually, but I was going to say if it was on their turn, it's tempting to force it because then they don't get it in the library. But I mean, in the graveyard. Bauble. Sure. Play a creature. Oh yeah, we Tails End that. Ugh, that's so good. All right. No creature. We could even Tails End this. Cleansing Wildfire. Let's Cleansing Wildfire our... I mean, kill their white source, tempting, but I'd rather ramp and draw, to be honest. Spell Pierce. Okay. I'm fine with that. Still 2 lands for them. All right. They crack targeting us. I wonder if they're just sitting on like a million burn right now. Late up the stage. Okay. I will Spell Pierce that. Skewer. Sure. Can't believe they've drawn no creatures this entire game. That's a great draw. All right, we're down to 7. We only have 1 counter spell for our spells. They draw a land. They're gonna crack it. Man, that's so annoying. That's what they've been sitting on, just artifact destruction. I'm gonna counter it. All right, they crack that, sure. They only have 1 card in hand. Is it another tear? It is. You've successfully double teared us, and we draw another Brotherhoods. What sucks is that, like, we're going to end up using these before these. So these are just like dead draws. So I guess we're just going to flash this in end of turn. That's funny. They had double tear. That's just what they've been sitting on this whole time. All right. End of turn subtlety. Let's see. They draw for turn. I mean, they could easily just kill it, like draw a bolt and kill this, I guess. Oh, Tashana's. Get him for 3. And I guess pass. Yeah, these are just 2 dead draws here because we don't want to kill our stuff. This is just like in case they draw a bunch of stuff. We're just going to Tidebinder this. All right, let's attack. We'll boom one of their lands. Then down to 10. Boros Charm. Yeah, we can't do anything about that. Yeah, so any burn spell just kills us, right? All right, so we're going to counter this. They have 1 turn to draw the burn spell. Their top card has to be a burn spell or else they're dead next turn. Actually, no, they're to 9. Ugh, no, they have 2 turns. Our draws did not work out here. Yay, DRC. Unfortunately, we tapped out to counter that, but best case scenario. Tails End. Bolt that. All right, now they have 1 turn. Get in for 6. Do they draw it? Do they draw it? Do they draw it? No. Another turn 15. All right, all right. All right, let's run it back. Maybe we want like 1 Rise and Shine. We'll do that. 1 Rise and Shine for Cleansing Wildfire. If we can get an indestructible creature on the field. I can't believe we drew all our creature removal and they drew no creatures. All right, on the play this time. We also mod the 5 that game too. We almost got there. All right, another 1-lander. Darksteel cannot keep this. I mean, I guess we'll put back Steam Vents. Really annoying. I think we're going to have to try to bide our time to get Brotherhood's End, Tails End a land, and just kind of get there like that. Like, of course, they're going to have creatures now. Yeah, of course. Where was this last game? Subtlety. All right, we'll play this. Keep up Tails End. I'm not going to Tails End that. They get in for 1. Light up the stage. That'll help decide if we want to play out. Yeah. Oh, that's a great draw, actually. We'll play Scalding Tarn so we can hold up Tails End. We're not going to have Subtlety unless we draw an untapped source, but I'm fine with that. Bauble, sure. I'm going to decide if we want to, which one we want to Tails End here. 3 lands. I guess if they do whatever, they're just going to crack after we fetch. Man, if we got an untapped source, I mean, we could still Tail's End. They can see our card, but then they won't be able to draw. I think that's fine. That's annoying. I guess we'll hold up Tail's End for this, and then we'll boom bust another land. They're just not cracking it. They have another land anyway, but they shock in. Not looking good for us. They're just like not playing creatures. Another Tail's End. All right, we'll boom this land. They have 5 cards in hand. None of them are creatures. Boros Charm, yeah. Yeah, we're just drawing nothing. Are they finally gonna crack this? Finally. All right, now we can have 6. Except we're at 6. So there's like 0% chance we're winning this. Lava Spike into, yeah, damn. All right, so that was Izzet Land Destruction in Modern. And while this deck felt strong in some matches, for the most part, it felt like pretty memey and weak. It definitely relies on cheesing your opponent out with Tail's End and Tishana's. Some of the matchups just felt impossible. It was unfortunate that we played against 2 Karn the Great Creator decks because they just kind of turn off our deck. They shut down our lands and turn off one of our win cons. This deck is definitely trying to do a unique thing, which I can appreciate. It's a little too slow for Modern and obviously not that great, especially our Karns. We had a lot of land issues for some reason in that league. And then we were never able to cast Karn. Even when we had it in hand, it was just too slow, too much mana. Really didn't enjoy having Karn. Overall, it's a fun deck. It's definitely like a Friday Night Magic deck rather than an actual competitive deck. So if you're looking to have fun, I definitely say give this deck a go. But that'll do it for me. Thanks so much for watching. If you're enjoying the content, make sure to hit that subscribe button and we'll see you next time. Peace.